All right, hey everyone, and happy December. Welcome to Be a Warrior podcast. And I am just so excited that we're in December. Everything's in full blown mass hysteria around our house, trying to get everything done for Christmas parties and traveling and Christmas Day. And I don't know about y'all, but this is such a beautiful time of year, but it gets completely chaotic. Today, I am going to try to get this out a day earlier than I normally do because today is Giving Tuesday, and I really wanted to hit some important topics here. And that topic, the main topic, is about mobility and the importance of mobility. Now, if you are just joining me for the first time, you need to know something about me. Number one, I have been an amputee, an above-the-knee amputee since December of 2018. It was an elected surgery that after 5 years, back in 2013, I had a taekwondo injury to my knee. Went through about 10 surgeries to try to fix it. Originally started with just PT because I was told PT was all that I needed to fix it. And then went into surgeries. And surgery after surgery after surgery, my knee got worse and worse until I got a blood clot while traveling and decided at that point I was done messing around with not living my life. So I spent 5.5 years of not being mobile. I literally had about 20-degree range of motion with my knee. And if you know anything about range of motion, well, my other one measured 140 degrees, while my bad one was 20. And I couldn't straighten it. So it wasn't just about I couldn't bend it, I couldn't straighten it either, which when you can't straighten a leg, that means that you're walking with a shorter leg every time, which was wrecking my back, wrecking my neck. Everything was out of line, out of mojo. I spent years listening to doctors tell me I needed to slow down, I needed to elevate, I needed to ice. I even had one doctor go as far as saying, if I don't do that for the next couple weeks, that this would be irreparable. Well, obviously, I tried to listen, but guess what? It didn't matter, and I still became an amputee. So I experienced in that 5 years of surgeries, multiple doctors. I had 10 surgeries with 10 surgeons. I had some doctors not even want to take an appointment with me to see if they could find out what was wrong because they didn't want to touch me. That is a very real problem, that if a doctor sees a hard case, they don't want to touch it because of malpractice. They don't want to be the person that had their hands on you last, and so they will turn you away without even an appointment. I had some doctors that saw me, and I say saw me, quote unquote, but didn't even really look at me. When they came in the office, they went right to their computer while the nurse looked at me and told me they couldn't help me and walk out. I even had a doctor say that if I amputated, I would never walk again. So the reality is, there were some very big ups and downs for me in all those years, and a lot of fear of never being really mobile again. So after all those years, I realized that with my prosthetic care at the Limb Center, that I could regain mobility and I could live a really amazing full life. And that is exactly what I did. I attacked it head on. I saw my prosthetist and the physical therapist that would help me post-surgery, post-amputation, ahead of my amputation, so I could get an idea of what to expect, what would it be like, what things I might have to dodge, and what things I'd have to be patient with. I learned that it takes 2 to 3 years for a prosthetic to actually get to a point where your limb is in one prosthetic, because there's so much change happening to the limb. 1, because of surgery and swelling, but 2, because your limb constantly changes after having that kind of trauma to it, and you atrophy as well. And so for me, it took over 3 years before I got into a socket that I had for more than a few months. Otherwise, I went through about 16 sockets in 3 years. Now I've had about 3 sockets in the last 3 years. So that's been fabulous. But what I did realize is after missing, like we're a ski family. So after missing 5 years of not skiing with my young boys at the time, I missed out on so much. And what that does, number one, mentally and emotionally, I was a wreck because I had to keep pulling myself out of a situation where I felt like I wasn't living my life and I was missing out on all the really important things, and it was taking a toll. And I spent moments in showers crying because I didn't think that I was ever going to get any more active. And I went from going for a 2nd-degree black belt to absolutely no activity, which then led me to gain almost 60 pounds of weight in those 5 years very slowly, to the point where I didn't even realize it until I started to lose the weight post-amputation. And then I realized, wow, I had gained a ton of weight. And I missed out on so much of my young boys' lives, being able to be at the top of a mountain, watching them learn to ski and get better at skiing, and watching them do this and that, that I had to hear through my husband's voice and through pictures. And I was a wreck for that. So I come to you guys today with the fact that mobility is so important. Now, if you have 2 legs and you're mobile, I know you'll never understand that, truly understand the gift of having 2 good limbs to walk on. But maybe through my eyes, you can see the importance, what it does to a person's mind, it does to their emotions, what it does to their physical state, and how it can contribute or take away from them being a active participant in society, a good participant in society, meaning able to work and do things that help their community and their family. So mobility is extremely important, and I know from firsthand experience. I have used crutches, walkers, I have used wheelchairs, I have had issues getting in and out of places because of that. Not everything is ADA friendly, or if they say they are, it's very limited. I have been to so many hotel rooms where they didn't have handicap accessible places, so I was in showers that I had to try to stabilize on a very slippery surface with no handles or anything with one leg. I mean, I've seen it all. And I'm here to tell you that mobility matters. It makes a huge difference in a person's life. Why do I bring this up today? Because right now, with Christmas coming and the end of the year, a lot of people, a lot of companies, corporations are looking for places to donate, because they must donate a certain amount of money so they can, get the tax write-off and whatever. I am on the board for Limbs for Humanity. And Limbs for Humanity is my 2 prosthetists who have envisioned this since I became an amputee, maybe even before, but they started talking to me about it right after I became an amputee, that it was something that they wanted to do and they were passionate about. And that was helping people gain their mobility for those that are in underserved communities, like places that do not have prosthetic care, and for people that do not have the money or the insurance that is covering prosthetic care. This is huge, you guys, huge. They have partnered with Rocky Point Medical Center or Medical Clinic, and because in Rocky Point there is no prosthetic care, so they go down there every couple months and they see 40, 50, 60 patients, and there's wait lists for every time they go back. People will, I have heard stories, I have not yet been there, but I have heard stories of individuals that have crutched miles to get to see them because they don't have the transportation to get there. And they don't have the means besides crutching because they are an amputee without a prosthetic. This December, they're going back. In a couple weeks, they're going back to give life back, give mobility back to 49 individuals. 49. And some of them are bilateral. So they're taking 53 legs back. Now, my leg in and of itself costs between $60,000 to $75,000. And these guys are using some of the resources they have. They're using their own time. One of them creates the sockets. The other is assisting with that, but they are, between the two of them, spending 4 to 5 hours per socket. Times that by 53 sockets. And then not only the time commitment, but the money it takes, especially because most of them are above knee. Most of them are going to cost a lot because they need an ankle and a knee joint. So they need the full leg in prosthetics, which is the expensive stuff. And they are in dire need of our help. Now, I would have brought them on, but because I am so crazy trying to get things made and created for all of my gifts for Christmas, I realized there was no way in the world, with all this work they're doing and all the work I'm doing, that I would be able to get them on here to talk about it. But I'm going to try to pull up the last interview I had with them, which was on Instagram Live a couple weeks ago. I had them on to talk about what they're doing, and I will try to get that back on so you can see it. Otherwise, look for it under one of my Instagram or my Facebook accounts, Be a Warrior 360 or Angie Huser. And you can hear all about their journey and what they're doing, especially this December, for 49 individuals. Talk about a Christmas gift, but they need the funds. They need financial assistance. We are looking for anybody that gives, where a corporation might give, where there might be matching. Maybe your work will match your donation, but we are looking for huge donations right now. And donors that can continue to give yearly, because this is not a one and done. Like I said, they have a wait list of hundreds of people just in Rocky Point. That is not counting the people they help right here in our own community. And right now, they are small and growing. They are using our Phoenix area to help those people in need here and Rocky Point. Those are their 2 points right now. But they have also got tons of people that are writing them from all over the world needing help, because there are so many countries that have no prosthetic care and they are very underserved. So they are hoping and praying that they can grow. Now, financially, of course, they always need financial help, but they are also looking for volunteers. If you have an itch to volunteer and go to Rocky Point Medical, they need help going there when they go 6 times a year to bring prosthetic care and everything to those people. They are looking for donations. If you have old prosthetics that you are not using, your knee, your ankle, foot, liners, things like that, they need that as well. You can look them up at limbsforhumanity.org. And see that they are looking for so many different things. There's also on that website a donate button. You can donate to them. But this being Giving Tuesday, I thought, what a better day than today to really promote this, especially now, this time of year. I know that throughout the year, they're always looking for help, but this is the end of the year. This is the Christmas season. This is when people feel they need to give and reach out beyond their family. If you are feeling blessed this year, consider being a blessing to others. Consider the gift of mobility. It is a priceless gift, a priceless gift. The stories they tell about the people they help there, a lot of them are men. All they want is to have a prosthetic leg so they can go back to work, because they are the breadwinner. They are the one bringing home the money to support their family. That is incredible. For someone like me who just wanted to get mobile to live again and enjoy life, these people just want to get back to work so that their family can have a good life. That is an incredible thing, an incredible gift that you can be a part of. This is the time to give a gift that is unmatched. There is nothing better than the gift of mobility. I will tell you from firsthand experience the amount of joy I felt when I took my first steps in a prosthetic. When I realized that my life wasn't over, it was just beginning on a different journey. And my guys gave me that gift back. And it has been something I have tagged them in everything I do, because without them and without my PT at Touchstone Rehabilitation, I would not be where I'm at today. Without the dedication of them listening to me and helping me through hard times and then seeing me through the successes, I would not be where I'm at today. And these guys are going and being the hands and feet of Jesus during this time of year, especially, to bring a gift so special and unique back to so many individuals. And then there are some there's some children. And I gotta tell you guys, what you may not know about this is when a child loses a leg, they also have to go through growth. So not only do they go through years of change in their limb after amputation, they are growing. So they go back more often and bring new sockets back more often to children who are missing their limbs. And why wouldn't a child want to be able to run and jump and play just like everybody else? So please, 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 from the bottom of my heart, please help these guys out. Get on limbsforhumanity.org, click the donate button, or ways to help. I'm sure you can even email them and say, I want to help. How can I help? They need you more than ever right now. They are looking at like a $50,000 deficit right now that they need to cover to get through this holiday, to make dreams come true, to bring a Christmas wish to fruition this Christmas season. And I just hope that maybe you be a part of that and see the smiles that you bring and the life and the joy you can bring back to someone by just a mere donation of your parts of things you're not using anymore, or by financially, or even going and volunteering. One of the things that what we don't see right now is the fact that there's a couple things that happen. Number one, they have to make those sockets, right? That is the part that goes on our leg that is unique to each individual. And every single one of those is very unique. Second, it takes money to get the prosthetic part, the device to make the walking, the foot, the ankle, the calf area, the knee, all of that. But once they get there, they also need help getting things fitted on people and then teaching them to walk. I know this sounds crazy, but when you get a prosthetic, you don't just start walking in it. Number one, you have to build up the strength. And a lot of these people have been without a leg for years. I was out without a leg for 3 months, and the weight of a prosthetic after losing muscle mass in 3 months was incredible. So imagine in years of not walking. Then they need to learn to trust the prosthetic, and that is not an easy task. Mentally, you have to get over a hump that says, this is not normal, it doesn't feel right, it's heavy, I don't know if it's there when I step. And so they have to learn. So we do get PTs to go. So if you're a physical therapist and you want to get some hours in, or you're a student going into biomedical engineering or anything like that, they could use people down there, hands and feet there, to work with amputees getting fitted for the first time. So there is so many ways to give this Giving Tuesday. It's not just financial, even though that's a huge push, but it is donations of parts and donation of time. So please, please reach out to limbsforhumanity.org. Give the priceless gift of mobility this Christmas season to the people that need it the most, people that want to give back to their own community, be productive community members, and give to their family what they can't give as an amputee. So please, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. You can DM me, you can You can find my info on Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn, but please reach out to either Limbs for Humanity or myself. Let's get this going. Let's make dreams come true. Let's bring the most precious Christmas gift to these 49 individuals and then some this holiday season. We need your help more than ever. Let's do something big this Giving Tuesday, and let's give a priceless gift to those in need. You guys are fantastic. I know you are crazy busy this time of year, but please take a look at that website. I hope that you had an amazing Thanksgiving with family, friends, however you spent it. And for those of you that might be struggling this holiday season, I see you. I know that the holidays are a mixed bag of emotions for so many people. You might be missing someone that you love that has gone and passed on. You might be missing a pet. You might be missing someone that moved away that you might not see for a long time. But know that I see you. Know that my prayers are with you and your family this time of year. And my prayers are with Limbs for Humanity that they can make these dreams come true. I hope and pray that you have an amazing holiday season, however you celebrate. And I hope that you are blessed beyond measure. Please think about bringing your blessings to others and give the gift of mobility this year through Limbs for Humanity. And until next time, and as always, be healthy, be happy.